Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Hagir show on the Hagir network. We are so excited to be here with you guys today. Before we get started with today's show, we just want to remind you to please like, share, and comment. Send to all your friends. Tag your friends below and let them know that the Hagir show is live. And we have, of course, today is Business Wednesday, so we're bringing you the business tea today. Business tea today. You know what they say? Dress for the position you want, not the position you have. So do you see this? You see this color? This is what we're giving you. All right? You got to stand up and be out there. So, yes. Reminder, February contest. You have until the 29th of February to submit your talent. info@hagirnetwork.com is where you can send your information at. Also, please do not forget to share this live video with all your friends. Let's not let the information stop when the live ends. Let's circulate it all the way around.
Yes. And Business Wednesday. الليلة يوم الناس كلها بتحبه. Everybody like Wednesday. So thank you guys for sending messages and sending questions regarding starting your own business. وصلتنا أسئلة كثيرة من ناس بيسألوا hey Rana, hey Yara, hey everyone. So we got so many questions regarding people who wanted to start their business. And this is really a good thing.
Yes.
You know, that's mean people are trying and they're asking questions and, you know, they're reaching out, and that's all you can do.
Yes.
So with that being said, Ria is here. So
yes, so today we have special guests. We had her on last week, and she was going to come on and talk about her experience in the trucking industry and starting her own business. So we are bringing her back on today. But before I bring her on, I want to say thank you to everybody who sent us stars yesterday. We appreciate the stars. And today, please continue to send stars so that you can see more of us on your newsfeed. All right, guys? So let me go ahead. I'm sorry, I have to stand up, y'all, okay?
She's going to have to stand up.
Don't have to stand up.
To bring one of our guests today. And we have another guest that wanted to join us today. And once she's here, we will add her as well. Hi, Azza. Hi, everyone. So please, while you're listening to our guest, if you have any question regarding starting your business or trucking business, especially,
yes,
ask our guest, ask away, ask us, and if we don't know the answer, we will find it out and we will submit it to you. You are sideways, Rhea.
Okay.
Camera. Yeah.
You gotta flip it around.
The phone, because we made her go on her phone.
One more time.
Almost there. Almost there.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, it's showing straight up and down now.
Oh no, you facing this way. Turn it one more time.
Oh,
the other way. Turn it the other way.
oh my God.
There. One more time. There.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
It has me sideways. I see me sideways. It's gonna be weird. Very weird.
So, hi, Ria, and to everybody who is watching, this is Ria. She owns a trucking company and a trucking school, and she is a broker out of Dallas, Texas. Please listen to the information that she is going to share. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you can hop over to Facebook so that you can see our guests. And after the show, I'll make sure I post the highlights on TikTok and Instagram so you can see what our guests had to say.
And you will be able to hear her.
Yes.
And whatever she say, we are going to repeat it. This way you will be able to hear it and keep it here in your mind. We're going to make sure all the good information are there for you. And we will write it down. If Yara or Nagat or anyone on Facebook is listening to us, make sure you write down what she's saying. So without further ado, Ria, can you introduce yourself and tell people who you are, what you do, quickly?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Hagir and Maya, for having me on today. I'm really excited about sharing my journey, the challenges that I'm facing, that we're all facing in the trucking industry. My name is Rhea Hawkins. My business is Day Early Logistics Resource. And what I do, I am a freight broker. I'm also a driver. I'm also an owner operator. So what that means is I own my own truck. And I'm also an educator. So I teach what I do as well. What's one of the biggest challenges in this industry, of course, is being a woman and being a minority woman that we face because in the industry of transportation, all right, 76% is our um, American Caucasian counterparts, whereas 16% is African American. Now, the kicker is that only 5% of women are actually drivers and in this industry in transportation. Five, less than five. So that is a very small percentage that we make, but we are facing these challenges. We are doing just as well and working just as hard as our male counterparts are. And we all have the same goals, which is to earn and take care of our families.
Right.
So that's the biggest challenge is as a woman, the men can't afford, not all, but there are several that feel like we can't do this job as
Yeah.
good as they do it. Um, we are not as good as drivers as they are. We
Mm-hmm.
can't stay out away from our families as long as they do.
Mm-hmm.
When you're over the road, and that's we call it OTR. Over the road, you're having to drive for several days, sometimes several weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does take a toll on your family.
Yeah.
But if you have a great support team in play, you've got a great plan, you can make it work. I did it with my kids. I have six kids. I've got three of them are grown up now, and three are still in school. But I did it. I used to stay out 12 days at a time,
Yeah.
you know, and then get back home. And, family time is
Yeah.
everything. Of course, when you get back home, you don't want to bother with anything but family because you've been away for that length of time. So that time is precious to all truck drivers. On the broker side, we're facing challenges of a lot of scams right now. I'm pretty sure it's been going on for years, but it's at that heightened level now.
Yeah.
Before
A
you
lot of frauds. Go ahead.
before you dive into that part, we have a lot of followers who are always asking, what do I need to have to start my business? So when you decided to get into the truck industry, tell us a little bit, just very short, a little bit of why you decided to get in the trucking industry and what was it like to actually start.
Okay, and before you do that, to everyone, I hope you are hearing her well on TikTok and Instagram. If you're not, let us know in the comment, and we will just repeat what she was saying. Ria owned a trucking company. She drove truck and also a broker. So this is like what she said is like 5% of the industry are women.
Yeah.
And me personally, I get scared when I see trucks. Like I had a car accident, so I don't like you guys. I'm sorry, no offense.
It's okay.
Before
I
I
understand.
got hit by a big 18-wheeler truck in 2006, and I have trauma from seeing a truck anyway. So to me, it's really hard, and I know it's not an easy job. It's scary. I don't know if I will ever do it. If I have, I mean, if I have to, then I'll do it. But it's not something that you would think of.
Right.
When especially with the society, when trucking comes in your mind, what you guys think of first? It's definitely not a woman, right?
Right.
You think of a man.
Yeah.
A white, muscular man, or like whatever,
Yeah.
So what got you into this? And if someone listening to you right now and want to do it, how can they start?
Okay. Um, First, I started out. A friend called me, and I'm sorry, you guys, my voice is going out, but a friend called me from high school,
Mm-hmm.
and he was at the time working at a mechanic shop, working on the big diesel trucks. And he called me just out of the blue, hadn't heard from him in years since high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Maria, I thought about you. Have you ever considered getting into transportation? And I said, no. At the time, I was working from home for a health insurance company. I was fine. I was, comfortable in what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you really should consider this. This is really good money. You can make your own schedule. You can work from home. You can work from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's very lucrative. He kept saying it's very lucrative. And he says, you're a people person. You have got to do this. So I put it off for a whole year. Okay. The next year, the health insurance, they downsized and moved our whole department away. So I lost my job.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the most horrible feeling to have 6 kids, being married, and I was like, you know what, this is hard. You know, I should consider working for myself. It is a really, really bad feeling to have someone tell you, we don't no longer need your whole department. So we're going to offer you a severance pay and you just make it, you know, and that's it. So I didn't want to have that feeling anymore. I didn't want to go through that again. So I decided to take him up on that offer. So I called him up and I said, hey, I know it's been a year, but I lost my job and I'm really interested in what you're talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a have to now. So he said, I already got the school picked out for you. So it was the second best school in the country. I enrolled, registered. You have to invest, and
Yeah.
I want to tell everybody. So this was a huge investment. All right, it
You
cost
have
me
to
twenty
invest
five hundred
in
dollars.
yourself and
That's
your
right.
business.
That's right. It cost me $2,500 to go to school. I had to leave my kids and go to attend the course in person for 5 days. Okay. So I did that. After the 5 days, there were a lot of large companies wanting to recruit a student who had just graduated to come on as agents and work for them. I did that for 3 companies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was learning that none of these 3 companies had a mentorship within the company, had any resources or training to build you from where you just come from, which was the school.
Mm-hmm.
Now you need to get the experience. You need to work with someone who's going to give you hands-on experience so you know how to do the job.
Right.
Yeah.
You've read how to do the job or you viewed how to do the job. Now you need to get the experience. Those skills, you have to build on them. So as I was with jumping from these 3 different companies, I learned that they didn't know. They had the money to create the company, but they had no education.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they were asking me questions, and I'm like, I just got out of school. They were
Mm-hmm.
asking me questions about how they should do this, how they should gain a customer, what they should do, what kind of insurance, which just tons of questions. So I realized, wow, okay, what I learned was very valuable. Me going to school was very valuable. Not just having the money to pay for the startup costs, the bonding, the licensure, and all of that to hold on to your company and keep your company active and in business, but to have the education as the foundation.
Right.
That was very important. Okay. Then gaining the skills. I went to the second company and I said, hey, you're a large company. I need you to teach me how to dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get the customer, how do I move this process with finding the truck and whatnot? So I gained that experience from there. But they did not want to grow. They wanted me to find them customers and they had trucks, but they didn't want to go outside of their comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a big problem in this industry. People are comfortable with their company, but they don't seek larger growth. So they want to stay in a position to where they make little money or comfortable money.
Right.
So they're not reaching for the big money. They're just wanting to stay in a secular area.
Yeah.
And that I found that, and I'm like, no, I want to go all the way. I
Yeah.
want to reach out to the big companies. I'm willing to drive upstate New York. It doesn't matter. I'm willing to go where the money is. And that's what you have
Mm-hmm.
to do to sustain yourself in this business. You have to go where the money is.
Yeah.
So I decided I left that company and I decided to start my own brokerage. And so I knew the licensure, everything I needed to do. So I already had set up the LLC when I left the school. That
Mm-hmm.
was the first requirement. So I already had my business name. Now I had to take that business name and I had to apply to the education, experience, and the skills I've learned now to build an actual business. All
Mm-hmm.
right,
Yeah.
a working
And
business.
that's a key part.
Yes.
Hajir did like so many videos of making sure that you have everything that you need for your business to be successful. So I hope everyone on all of our platforms is listening very carefully, because you don't just well, you do just decide you're going to start a business.
Yes.
But there's a lot of steps that you have to do to make sure that your business runs successful, and you have to be on it. Like Hajir said, I think it was like last week, the only person that keeps you from doing what you need to do is yourself.
Yeah.
So if you hold yourself back by not educating yourself, so I hope everybody's listening very carefully.
So the first thing, just to recap what Ria just said, she was working for a company, and then when they downsized, they got rid of a whole department. So she was facing, either I'm going to go through this again.
Yeah.
And sometimes for you to make a decision that you were not comfortable with, you had to be like really cornered.
Yeah.
Or, a lot of people don't make the decision of making a difference or changing because they're at their comfort level. So sometimes losing a job is a blessing in disguise,
Right.
or a lot of people will feel some kind of way when bad things happen to them. But sometimes it is a wake-up call. Like for Ria here, she lost her job and that pushed her to seek, creating her own business.
Yeah.
But with that, she sought education. She took the classes.
Mm-hmm.
She invested on herself. She paid $2,500 at that time for taking the course, and she knew she would be away from her family. We love you too. She would be away from her family, but she made that decision because at the end, you have to sacrifice.
Yes, you do.
That's
but
right.
is it worth it? Yes, it is. Like if your kids will understand and appreciate that, and at some point when you pay the bills and give them everything they wanted, they will tell you, like mine told me when I was working too much and they were complaining first. Then I told her, I said, then we can just cut back and you're not going to have all the good things you have. She's like, Mama, go back to work. So, so this is, if it's for a greater purpose, you will do it.
Yeah.
Then Ria did paid the money, went to the classes, and did what the right responsible person will do. You don't jump into something without taking experience.
Exactly.
So she did work with a company to learn the inside, because in order for you to know how things are going to function, especially for a trucking business that you never know about, and you're going to be a driver, you're going to be a dispatcher, and you're going to be a broker. Those are all things you learn them in paper, but you want to put experience and expertise with your name. And after that, she started seeing how things are going, and then started her broker business, right? That's where we
That
stopped.
is, yes.
So speak a little bit louder so they can hear you here.
Okay, absolutely. So I started the brokerage, got everything set up legally. The name, of course, was already structured. Then next, I had to seek my authority. So we had to go through what we call FMCSA, which stands for um, federal, the Federal Market Carrier Safety Administration. Okay, so Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So we went through FMCSA to set up the authority, um, which is $300. So you pay the $300 and you have to wait 25 to 30 days all right,
Mhm.
before it gets to the point of activation. Now, what activates that brokerage or your broker authority is actually a bond. So, um, when you're obtaining a bond, it is about credit. All right. They look at your credit score, and they use that to determine how much you're going to actually pay for your bond. Now, traditional bond, uh, with a credit score of maybe you're in the mid sixes
Mhm.
or right under seven, you're going to pay about $4,200, $4,200 a year. The higher your credit score, the less it will be. I have seen some of my students and people have paid $1,500 a year.
Yeah.
So it does play a huge part, your credit score,
Mhm.
on how much your bond will be. Now, this will be a yearly expense for you. So creating your business plan, researching the cost of setting up your brokerage is very important. You need to have all of that noted on paper, that it's going to cost this, that this bond is going to be this amount. You've already called to get a quote, so you know where you're going to be at.
Right.
A lot of times I tell my students, if you're not ready to get that bond because you've got a quote and maybe you're around the 3,000, 4,000 mark, or even higher if your credit score is very low, and you're like, oh, I didn't plan to spend this much, that's fine. You still
Yeah.
have the LLC created,
Right.
and you can still dispatch with your LLC company that you've created. You can still dispatch until you have the means, the financial means, to go all the way. All
So
right.
let's
So
just review
that's
this quick, Ria. She after she took the classes, you took the classes, then you went and worked with two companies and learned. Then you before that you had your LLC. She
that is
already
correct.
chose the name for her business. She chose the LLC, which is the entity type or the legal structure. This will be filed. This is something you file with your state.
Yes.
So there is a form online. Don't let any lawyer or anybody tell you. I'm sorry, my friend. I have a lot of friends who are lawyers here. I'm not trying to stop your business, but the application cost here in Pennsylvania 125.
Yeah.
Where when you go to a lawyer, they're going to tell you they're going to charge you $5,000.
Or not, or a third party LLC
That
creation.
is
Don't be like Maya, y'all.
right.
Yeah.
Listen, don't be like Maya.
You
Okay?
do not need a third party.
You do not need third party.
The application is 1.5 pages, or like you can say 2 pages, but it's all like your name, your mission, like why are you creating this entity, choosing the entity, and the date you want it to start. The application is so simple.
Very
You don't need
simple.
anybody else.
Very
And
simple.
yeah, so that got the application, and then she had a student, you had people, you started your work, and then you were telling them the bond. Sometimes you are asked to present a bond, and that might sometimes might cost too much.
Right.
When they told me to get my bond in 2013, they said to get a bond for, I think it was like 10,000 or something, but I didn't have to pay that 10,000. The bond value is 10,000, and I had to pay $300 at that time. I mean, it was too much for me. 300 was too much for me, but it's something that you have to do.
Right.
So what after the bond, what else they need to do?
So for the broker bond, you mentioned 10,000 for the bond. Yet the broker bond is 75,000.
Oh,
All right, and
okay.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay the whole face of that 75,000 up front. So you're paying a portion. It's like a down payment, so to speak. But you're paying a portion, and the bond agency is going to carry. They're going to carry. So they're like a co-signing, to vouch for you that yes, you do have a $75,000
Mhm.
bond. You're paying that bonding agency that fee every month. Maybe it's a quarterly amount. Maybe it is a monthly amount. It just depends on the bonding agency.
Mhm.
um, whatever criteria and policies that they have set up for the application process.
Right.
There's very few bonding agencies that actually will allow you to pay monthly or quarterly. Majority of them are semi-annually or annually. All right. the I've been with the same bonding agency for years. Excuse me, and they're really great about creating or having those provisions to where you could break those payments up, which makes it more obtainable for you to start your company.
Yeah.
It's a big motivation for someone to say, "Hey, we also have this plan."
Right.
So that alleviates your doubt, that alleviates your hesitation, that alleviates time um, where you start to feel like maybe this is what I don't need to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that because you're looking at the challenges, so
Yeah.
that helps. It's a big help to know that there are resources, there are agencies out there that can help you get your business started. That can help you
Yeah.
do it. And I agree with you wholeheartedly, Hajir, about LLC setup and creations. That is something that I do with my mentees. So when they sign up for a course, I set up the LLC with no extra charge. It comes with the mentorship.
Yeah.
So, and it's, knowledge is everything.
Knowledge is power.
Researching is phenomenally going to improve how how much money you spend on
Yeah.
setting up your business, because there are tons of companies, small and large, out there that are waiting on you to call them, to email them, to submit an online
Yeah.
request to help you set up your business, and they have very high fees.
Yeah.
Very
Oh
high
yeah. Like my
fees.
dad. My dad said, he said, "Oh yeah, they saw you coming.
Yeah.
They knew that they get whatever they want out of you because you
But
weren't thinking about yourself."
let's say why is that? Once you start searching the computer algorithm, the Google, like all of that, and then when you submit your LLC or nonprofit or corporation or whatever entity you
Hmm.
choose, then the state will put like the information. Your name will be there. Those scammers or companies that are looking for an easy target.
Yeah.
It tells them that there is a new company in the market. Then in the mail, you're gonna see first when I started in 2013, I was getting like those poster, you
Yeah.
have to pay like
Oh yeah.
10 and the numbers are not a lot, guys. Listen to this. They will say you have to pay a $70 fee or a $10 fee,
Yeah.
something like small. But can you imagine if every company that is started,
Yeah.
they fall victim and they send them that $10, they're making money.
Right.
So whatever you receive in the mail after you create your company or business, you have to verify that it's coming from the right people,
Right.
the right place. Don't fall victim.
So, Rhea, let's dive in. You were just about to start talking about scammers. Let's dive into that. On our last show, last Friday, we were talking about pyramid schemes. So this kind of ties in when it comes to business. So tell us what's going on in the trucking industry as far as fraud
Scams
and
and fraud.
yes.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's getting extremely hard uh, for small business and large business to continue to be fervent, meaning diligent, and running your business. I've always wanted to help the newcomer,
Yeah.
the newbie, the one that you just got your authority, you want to get out there, you're excited, you're trying to make money.
Mm-hmm.
It's making it hard now for the newcomers because a lot of new authorities, all right, they're setting up their businesses just as you're supposed to. And then if for some reason this is actually the scam. So I'm the broker. I give the carrier the load. We've signed a contract and agreed upon that you will carry my load. You will take it to you will go pick it up at the shipper, and then you will drop it at the receiver.
Right.
All right. So we have a contract. What's happening now is somewhere along the line, and this is not provable a lot of times, and that's the problem. But somewhere along the line, that carrier may be, as we say, old school, cahoots with
Mm-hmm.
another carrier, and they say, I'm going to give you the load. You're going to pick up the, you're going to take the trailer with the loaded material. You're going to go and drop it. I'm going to get Ria's brokerage to pay me, because I dropped the load. I'm going to sign off on the paper. And then later on, maybe weeks or months down the line, you're going to come out of the blue and say, you delivered the load, and you're going to file a claim against her brokerage so that you can get paid.
Oh, wow.
So now, by doing that, now it's putting me in a position to where I'm having a claim filed on me, to say that I didn't pay them, or they didn't get paid. I don't even know about that third party. All right. Have no clue, because all I know is that you signed off on this. You said, yep, my truck is there to pick up. I verified that, because you ought to verify the time you pick up that you are on location. The paperwork comes back. It is the original carrier that I contracted with, his signature or their signature.
Mm-hmm.
So where is that fine line of or burden of proof that you actually gave that load to someone else? So
Right.
what that's called is double brokering, which is
Mm-hmm.
against the law. That's a no-no.
Right.
You don't have to be a broker to double broker, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking my load and giving it to someone else so that they can file a claim later on. It's a scam. Now, this is another thing that happens. This actually happened to me. Um, the load supposedly was given to another broker. That broker posted my load on the load board, supposedly, and as if this was her customer, and then found a carrier to go and deliver that load. Now, the claim that's being filed against my brokerage, all right, to say that, hey, I didn't, that carrier didn't get paid. That carrier reached out to the brokerage who took my load. They're
Mm-hmm.
no longer in business. They've deactivated their authority.
Oh,
The
wow.
carrier that took the load, they are no longer in business. They have deactivated their authority.
So now you're
So
left with that responsibility.
here's a claim investigator reaching out saying, we received a claim from this carrier saying that they delivered a load, but they didn't go directly through you. They went through two other parties and they didn't get their money.
Yeah.
Now,
So that's one
okay,
of the things that people need to pay attention to, whether you own a company or you're working with a company. Make sure that you vet the company that you're working with, or if you want to be in business with somebody, make sure you do that. Another important part is having liability insurance, having workers' compensation insurance, or any kind of insurance that is required for your specific type of business, because that's what's going to protect you at the end. Everything need to be documented. In nursing, we say if it's not documented, it is not done. And that's with everything else in life. If you don't have proof, even when you go to judgment day, everything is documented. So you have to make sure that you cover your back, and especially you, Ria, as a woman, and not just minority women, as being black or brown or any minority, but being a woman itself in the business is minority. So you have to, people are going to try to undermine you. They're going to try to make you fail, and that's not just for women. That's for a lot of evil people in the world. So you gotta protect yourself.
And I know, Rhea, you said you only had 30 minutes. So before you click off, we're definitely gonna have Rhea back, or we will. She does have a TikTok. You can give all that information so people go follow you. But tell people where they can, check out your website. Where they can go for school. I am a student, by the way.
Yes,
I am a certified dispatcher. I took the class that Rhea was about to tell you about. And yes, so share with the world.
Okay, thanks for having. My website is the number one, day, DAY, early, EARLY.com. So one day early.com is my website. And again, I offer classes. I freight broker. That is my main duty and title is what I do. I have customers in a steel business and in produce business, and we are growing. So I'm so excited. We are gaining several contracts this month and for the summer. So we are growing. Um, I look forward to speaking to anyone who wants to get in this business. I do offer free consults so I can actually um, discuss with you the business and you see if this is something you really want. So we don't want you just pressing and touching every service on my website and paying for it, and this is not what you need. All right, so know that you're working with someone who is honest, who has integrity, and someone that believes in helping. So with that, no further ado, I thank you ladies for inviting me on today, and you have a awesome rest of your day, and thank everybody that was
Before you
listening.
click off, so when they go to your website, how can they, like if someone wanted to get your business or work with you or anything, everything is on that website?
Yes, there's a contact us page.
Okay, and here they can reach out if you're looking for a job and Rhea is hiring, it will show on that page, right? And if you need information, if you need to take the classes, she is there. So basically you will, you offer classes and broker, trucking, and
dispatching.
dispatching.
Mentorship. If you're already in a truck and you're starting your business, I have a mentorship program as well. I help you set up your LLCs. I will create your business plan for you. There's just so much. There's quite a bit there. The next class I have, if anybody's interested and really want to get started, it's actually going to be at the end of the month on the 29th.
Okay.
So I am doing a in person, but they are also welcome to join in on a Zoom. So I do both.
Okay.
So you can have, it is a 4-day course, Thursday through Sunday. I always teach Thursday through Sunday for my freight broker course. And the dispatch class will be scheduled. It's usually on a Sunday, and it's a 6-hour class.
Yes,
all right.
It's 6 hours, y'all.
6-hour dispatch class. I didn't know that.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, certified dispatcher.
Do you have to leave Rhea right now, or you can just answer like so the dispatching, if you want to be a dispatcher, it's 6 hours.
Yes.
And if you want to be a broker,
yes.
A freight broker.
4 days.
It's
4 days. And we are in there from 8:30 to 3:30. So that's about 6 hours. We take an hour lunch. So in all, you're looking at about 24 to 25 hours for the whole course. Okay. So, yep.
There is no excuse.
No excuse.
Whether you want to be a trucker or like me, scared from trucking, and you want to do something else, there is someone out there can help you. Right. Thank you, Rhea.
And before you click off, get out your TikTok. Rhea does do daily TikToks to educate new truck drivers, and if you're looking into getting trucking, this is going to be a great opportunity. So give out your TikTok before you hop off.
My TikTok is all ALL, the number 3 freight, all 3 freight.
Okay, all 3 freight at all 3 freight. Yes. And we're gonna type that, and we're gonna tag you on TikTok here once we post the video. But thank you very much, and I wish you the best. Thank you for joining us, and everyone, thank you for listening. And if you heard what Rhea was saying and you have a question, drop it and we will answer it. Reach out to Rhea if you want to have a job, or you want to hire her for a job, or you need a mentor. She's providing a whole ton of expertise and experiences for you all. Thank you. Thank you, Rhea.
Bye.
Bye, Rhea.
So, guys, Rhea is awesome. I've literally known her since I was a kid, and I decided to take her class because, I'm always into learning and starting a new business. We've been down this road, guys.
Yes.
We've heard about my stories. But I decided to take the dispatching class, and it was so much information, and it was awesome. So if this is something that you want to do, if you ever thought about getting in trucking, here's your chance. She does have a certified school for this so that you can actually get licensed, become a freight broker, and become a certified dispatcher.
في سودانيين كتار شغالين الشغل بتاع التراكين ده او عايزين يعملوا وما عارفين يعملوا شنو. دي واحده من الاسئله اللي كانت جات. فريا الليله الزوله اللايف موجود يا اخواننا، ما حيمشي. الشابه دي هي موجوده في تكساس لكن بتعمل بالزوم، يعني حتى لو ما بتقدر تمشي ليها بنفسك ممكن تحضرها في الزوم. بتعمل الكلاسات دي، بتدرب لفريت بروكر، الناس اللي بيشتغلوا في الشغل بتاع التركات. بتدرب للي بيعملوا ديسباتشنج، يعني بيجيهم الاوردرات واللودات وكده وهم بيطلعوها. and she does freight broker, dispatching, mentoring. and كانت سايقة التراك بتاعها بنفسها، فعندها معلومات كثيرة وخبرات. She has a lot of experience in this regard, so reach out to her if you need help. And she also give consultation.
Free consultation. Yes.
And مجان حاجة دي كلها مجانية. She give you free consultation. So if you're interested, take it. And like, you know, we always say, do your own research.
Yeah.
We will bring people who have experiences and expertise or business owners so they can talk to you about various type of business.
Right.
And you might listen to someone and like what they do and want to do it. احنا بنجي بنتكلم لكم عن مشاريع كثيرة، وممكن نعمل حوار مع ناس اشتغلوا او عملوا شركات في مختلف انواع البزنس او الاعمال الحرة، واللي بتلقوه نافع معاكم اعملوه، لكن اعملوا بحثكم. At the end of the day، في نهاية الموضوع لازم يكون في بحث. You have to do your own due diligence. You have to do your research. And للشابات الموجودات, for all the women out there, they doubt themselves, you can do anything.
You can.
You just have to like it. للنساء يعني هي زولة شابة وبتشتغل في مجال ما موجود يعني النساء كتار 5% بس من النساء بيشتغلوا في التركات، بيسوقوا تركات. فأنت لو حابة الشغل ده يعني use Miyah as your model. For me، لي أنا لو شفت الترك ده جاي من هناك بجري بخلي له الطريق. If I see a truck coming, I'm changing my lane. I don't like them. You will never see me. I mean, the biggest truck I drove was a U-Haul. أكبر عربية سقتها التركات الصغيرة زي بيسموها الباكس تراك دي، اليوهول بتاع النقل ده. أنا أكتر حاجة ممكن أسوقها. فوق لي ده ما بينفع معاي. sorry. I love my life. I want to live. حياتي دي أنا بحبها، ما داير أموت هسه في ترك. بعدين if you die, I want to die in one piece. I don't want to die in an accident.
I'm screwed.
So it doesn't matter what you like. If you like me, don't like the truck, just get the information. يعني لو ما بتحبوا الحاجة دي، نفس الإجراءات واحدة، المعلومات واحدة. The same information. The information is basically the same for every business. How you can start, how you can secure yourself، تأمنوا روحكم، كيف تبدوا المشروع بغض النظر عن المشروع شنو. كل الحاجات زي بعض. All of it is the same. It's just the entity type or the name is different.
And even if you don't know anything about, like, say if you want to start a business but you don't know where to start, if you find something that you're interested in, you can learn it. I took the dispatching course. I never even drove a truck, y'all, but I decided that I was going to take the dispatching course because I knew that I can, if I become a certified dispatcher, I can go and work anywhere. Now I'm a certified dispatcher. Or I can start my own business and do the dispatching myself. So if this is something that you want to do with any kind of business, go out there and do it. But please arm yourself with the education and the knowledge that with everything that you need so that your business can be successful.
And زي مايا قالت لكم هسه إنها هي اشتغلت dispatching، يعني ما بالضروري أنت تسوق الترك الكبير ده أو أنت تسوق الترك الكبير. لو بتخافوا منه ولا ما بتحبوه ممكن تشتغل في مكتب. أنت بتدي اللودات، بتدي الناس الحاجات اللي هم محتاجينها. معظم الناس اللي بيشتغلوا في المكتب ما بكونوا ساقوا أصلاً عربية كبيرة في حياتهم. You don't have to drive a truck. to do trucking business.
Right.
ممكن تكون انت بس الممشي المشروع، لكن المعرفة هي قوة. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
So if you want to run a trucking business, at least you gotta know how to drive the truck.
Yeah.
لو عايز تعمل لك مشروع لازم تعرف عشان because people are going to try to cheat you.
Yeah, unless you are doing the dispatching side, you don't have to drive for the dispatching. Dispatching you can literally do from your basement.
Yes.
So that part of the trucking side, the mentorship, that part of the side, you don't have to be in truck. But please at least know how to drive before you decide that you're going to be a truck driver. Save a life today.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Save a life today, okay?
If you're a bad driver, لو انت زول
Look the other way.
كويس، اوعكم تسوقوا لكم طرقات تكتلونا كلنا وتكتلوا الناس الحايمة. Don't kill everyone on the road.
Please.
So be safe. Amira said هي ذاتها بتخاف من الطرقات. She said she's scared from the trucks too. But no, you know, like we said, a lot of people here on Facebook are people who try to do business and succeeded or went to school. I want to give shout out to Azza. Azza is one of my good friends here who work hard. Azza Mahjoub, she worked so hard, went to school, got her PhD.
Oh, awesome.
She is Dr. Azza.
Okay.
Put some respect on her name. She came here like close to the time I came here. جات في نفس الوقت اللي أنا جيت فيه وبدأت سكول. نحن بدينا الجامعة سوا. We started school together. You know, I took a different road than hers. هي مشت في أصلا قرت معامل حضرت. She did laboratory. She's a lab technician, was a lab technician, and then she went to school, got her bachelor degree, master degree, and PhD.
Awesome.
And she's working for the government now.
Okay, Azza, okay.
Yeah. يعني الحاجات ما مستحيلة. ممكن تعملوا أي حاجة، ممكن تحققوا. And she did all of that and raised two beautiful girls.
Wow.
عملت الحاجات دي كلها وكانت هي وsingle mother by the way. براها ربت بناتها الاثنين. She raised them. She took care of her house. She went to school, worked, and did all of that. So nothing is impossible.
Nothing.
If you like what you want to do and you want to do it, nothing is impossible. So I hope when you guys listen to us, you be inspired. Shukran. He said beautiful, great.
Oh, hi, Uncle Melvin.
So what we really want to do every time we have a show is to give you the information.
Yes.
Because knowledge is power. Yes. There is Azza. I'm so proud of you, Azza. Wallahi, I'm so proud of you. But the whole idea of us bringing people here is to give you knowledge because knowledge is power. المعرفة قووا روحكم بالمعرفة. Strengthen yourself with knowledge because when you know, you know.
Right.
Like seriously, that's all I can say.
Right.
لما تكون عارف بتقدر تجهز نفسك to prepare yourself for the best, to prepare yourself for the worst. بتجهز روحك لو حصلت حاجة كعبة تعمل شنو، حصلت حاجة كويسة تعمل شنو. So at the end of the day, every information that we give here is for you to better yourself. Right. And to see people doing it and know that it can be done. Yes. And it's not impossible. Yes. كل الناس اللي بنجيبهم هنا عشان ما يوروكم إنه الحاجات بتحصل بمجهود بسيط. ممكن تحقق أحلامك، ممكن تعمل مشروع، ممكن تغير، ممكن تدرس. You can do whatever you want, but you just have to know that you're going to have to put some work.
Lots of work.
Lots of work.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
And to be careful from scammers.
Yes.
People gonna prey on you.
They're gonna prey on you like nobody's business. They're gonna say, "Listen, I know how to make you money real quick. You don't even gotta do that dispatch. Let me show you this." Beware. Make sure that you have your vision goggles on. You know, like horses. You know, they wear the blinders. They don't look to the left or the right. You have to have the same thing and be cautious about the information that you give to others, and be cautious about the people that you take information from. This is your business. This is your livelihood. This is your legacy that you're leaving for your children. All those things come into part. So be mindful.
Yep. One last thing before we go. When you start your company, when you do your entity like LLC or any format, the second thing you will do is get an EIN,
yes.
which is you go to the IRS website, get the EIN.
It is free.
The EIN is like your social security number, رقمك السري. زي ما انتوا هنا في امريكا بدوكم رقم سري، ده بكون رقمك انت، your own number, your own social security number. When you create a business، لما تبدا لك مشروع وعمل حر، لازم يكون عندهم رقم سري بيسموه employer identification number, EIN. Now, why I'm saying this is because the IRS website to do the EIN is free. عشان ما تطلعوا الرقم السري ما بتدفعوا قرش ولا مليم. You pay nothing. ما بتدفع حاجة، مجاني. لو دخلتوا لكم في الصفحة, a lot of people got scammed. And that's why I'm bringing this up. People went to the wrong website where they say, you know, pay $100 and you think it's okay and you pay it. And you're not going to have EIN.
Nope.
And you're not going to get that money back. في ناس كتار بيقعوا ضحايا للخداعات والصفحات. حتى الصفحة تحت الضرائب, the IRS page, there is a fake one out there. So you want to go to irs.gov, G-O-V.
Yeah, and it'll have two faces on it. That's how you know it's
two
real.
faces.
It has the IRS page or two faces. So make sure you are on the correct page before you give out any money. But the EIN is free. Free 99.
Free 99, yes.
Not the 99 part.
That's free. That's free. So the IRS في أي صفحة بتلقوا في صفحة خادعة, like a scam. Okay, so be careful because you're gonna be typing irs.com and it's gonna take you to scammer.
Scammer.
irs.gov.
We need to get one of them buttons.
And we're gonna put
Remind me to do that. Don't do that one.
Don't do that. So verify, like Yara said, verify every website, every email, mail, or anything. Since I start my companies, like you get mail.
Yes,
like
you do.
Really? They cutting up so many trees. Because
not cutting up so many trees.
Yes. Wasting trees and global warming. But حتجيكم جوابات كثيرة وبتكون من جهات ما رسمية verified. Pick up the phone and call. أضرب الرقم الأساسي. When you get the paperwork, if they're asking you for money, لو سألوكم تدفعوا قروش, معناه دي مكانة غلط. The only two things that you pay for, I mean not two things, it will be more, but your entity, the LLC or anything, you pay $125.
If you're in Pennsylvania.
If you're in Pennsylvania. If you go to a website and they're asking you for a crazy thing, then check with your state. EIN is free. Getting the information is free. Buying your website, getting it done, you know, you just pay to the Google or the website that you buy from. You buy the name, the domain name, and then you're gonna have to either build your website on your own or hire someone to do it for you. لما تشتروا الاسم بتاع الصفحة حقتكم بتشتروه سنويا, بتجددوه سنويا. You have to renew it every year. لكن عشان ما تأسس الصفحة, to build it, تبنيها, يا إما تبنيها أنت براك using Wix or using different websites design that are really cheap. If you know what to do.
Right.
But if you're spending 5-6 days to just do one thing, get a professional.
Let it go.
Pay for someone to do it for you.
And I do want to say this before we go. Listen, starting a business, you cannot be lazy or you will pay for it. You cannot be lazy when it comes to your education and what you're looking for, your research, all that you cannot be lazy with, or you will pay for it. At the end of the day, you will spend more money trying to fix what you messed up. Okay?
Exactly. Sometimes finding something cheap is not a good way. You know, we will tell you what to do like the saving tips Friday. We tell you what you can cut corner with.
Right.
The business is not one of them.
Right.
بنوريكم الحاجات اللي ممكن تعملوها عشان تسيفوا عشان توفروا قروشكم، لكن بداية المشروع بتاعكم ما واحدة من الحاجات المفروض يعني تعملوها بدون ما تدفعوا لجهة موثقة ولجهة كويسة، لأنه حتلقوا روحكم حتخسروا أكتر. You will pay more if you go cheap and pay for your business, your computer, your car, you know, stuff like that.
Yes. So, to our TikTok question, how do I become a dispatcher? You can go on, I'll give you the website, www.1day, D-A-Y, early, EARLY.com. And Ria, who was just on our Facebook page, she has a dispatching school. So you can become a freight broker or a dispatcher. You can go on that website and sign up for her classes. Her classes are every Sunday, and it is a 6-hour class. 6 hours. And when I say it's 6 hours, it's 6 hours, 6 long hours.
Yep. And if you don't want to do it this way with Ria, or you don't want to, you gotta search for a legit. And Maya will write down if there's other places.
Yes.
But في أماكن تانية, there are other places that you can do, and you just gotta make sure it is legit.
Yes.
It is certified.
Yes.
فجة مقبولة قانونيا، ولما تاخد شهادتك بتقدر تشتغل بها. just اتأكدوا إنه الفجة اللي حتاخدوا منها الكلاس ما فجة حتديكم معلومات غلط، حتشيل قروشكم وما حتلقوا ورق. اعملوا بحثكم. Do your own research, and it's onedayEarly.com.
Yes.
That's Ria's website.
Yes.
And she teach dispatching, freight broker, and other things too on the website.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us. You could be doing anything with your day, but you chose to be with us, and we don't take this lightly. I did not give you guys heart today. We love you.
Yes.
Be the change that you want to see in the world. Make sure you spread the word. If you know something, say it, share it with other people. Make sure you share the love. Make sure you share the website, our pages, all of it. And we will see you next week.
Yeah, we will see you next week. So reminder, tomorrow there will be a replay.
Yes,
so
tomorrow no live show. Okay?
No live show, so catch the replay. And we will see you on Tuesday.
Yes.
All right. We love you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Dania and Yara.